Daddy issues are like arseholes, because everyone's got one. Alright, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Pierce. And today I've got no script, nothing to help me. I'm just gonna be, going off the dome, off the top of the head. I wet the bed. I'm getting hit. Nah. Alright, so I'm gonna be talking about how to, maybe not how to, but the fact that as young men in today's society, you kind of need to be your own dad. Okay, so I think we all can acknowledge and agree that dads aren't doing the best job, like worldwide, just kind of in general. Like, I feel like the role of the father hasn't been doing very well. Like, it's just not going very well for dads for whatever reason. And a massive knock-on effect from that is that children, the thing that parents create when two people love each other and they make a child, the offspring, which is all of us, are we are being affected by the fact that dads aren't doing very well, clearly. And I think as young men or young women, whoever's watching this, it's becoming increasingly important to be able to play the role of father to yourself. And what is the role of a father typically? That is usually to be the person that, puts in the, what's the words? The morals of the child. They kind of establish the norms, what the child believes in. They also obviously provide, the backbone of the family. So being able to provide the child with some sort of direction, understanding of right and wrong, and discipline, which I think is one of the biggest roles of the father. Being able to provide discipline to the child and direct them when they're going off track. And I think in today's world, that role is missing in so many of our lives. A lot of us feel isolated. Most of us probably feel isolated, just how the world works nowadays. Everyone's inside on their screens doing whatever they're doing. And that's led to a lot of us having no communities. And as we all know, community is one of the biggest ways of keeping people in check. It makes you responsible because you have lots of people that either rely on you or that are literally just watching you, that can see what you're doing. And now the fact that we don't have many communities, it's kind of like a lot of people are left to their own devices. Literally, that's a bar. They're literally left to their own devices to the point where they're literally on devices all day. And when you have a community, it's probably a lot harder to do that because you probably have some shit to do. But anyway, back to the point. I think I've gone off track. Yeah, the fact is that in today's world, you need to be able to redirect yourself and discipline yourself. And it's very easy to say that, discipline yourself, redirect yourself, but it's a lot harder to do it in reality. Especially for people that maybe struggle to be self-aware. And for me, someone who's very self-aware, I believe I'm quite self-aware. It's something that I know if I didn't have this level of self-awareness to be able to see where I'm going wrong, I'd be completely screwed. Like, I know a lot of people don't have that ability to be very self-aware, so yeah, basically what I'm saying is that you can't rely on other people to help you out anymore, as fucked up and as sad as that may be. As humans, unless you're blessed with a tight-knit community, which is probably based on your race, your religion, maybe if you're in a cult or something, if you're born into a cult, I don't know, or maybe you've got some sort of specialized interest. Other than that, you're kind of left to do your own shit. So, obviously, ideally, the solution would be like, oh guys, let's just create communities again, let's go back to having communities. But you can't really force people to do that. And realistically, I don't know if I would want that. Really? I don't know. It depends what kind of community, if they're chill or not. Yeah, where was I going? So, yeah, so being able to redirect yourself and discipline yourself that is a skill that I've developed, and I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for myself, especially, that I'm able to discipline myself. Because I know if I couldn't, I don't know what the fuck I'd look like right now. My life would be fucking weird if I couldn't discipline myself. But I think a lot of people struggle with that. And I think that's why we've seen the rise of the Andrew Tates of the world, the Jordan Petersons of the world. These are all father figures. To some people, yeah, they're father figures. And I feel like their rise in popularity and esteem shows just how down bad actual fathers have become. Like, it was never someone else's duty, like a random stranger on the internet's duty, to redirect your child, tell your child to clean up their room. But the fact is, for one reason or another, I feel like in today's society, men and fathers are not stepping up and doing that job. They're not telling their kids what to do for whatever reason. They're not instilling these values into children. And what we're getting as a result, we're getting incels. We're getting OnlyFans models who make OnlyFans as soon as they turn 18. We're getting women that have children out of wedlock before they can even get their first job. We've got men that are taking their own lives. I honestly feel like a lot of this is due to the fact we're losing recipes. We're losing the role of being a father. And I've probably said this in so many videos. This is like my next step in life, I feel like, trying to at least fill that void in myself, maybe by being able to be that for someone else. It's an interesting theory, because obviously I would love to feel like, oh yeah, I'd love to be a father, and I'd do the right thing, but I'm sure so many other people have thought the exact same thing and then just start doing crack as soon as their baby was born. maybe not that extreme, but you know what I mean. You're a smart guy or girl, you know what I mean. Oh, but yeah, so moral of the story is, you gotta be your own daddy, man. Sometimes you gotta discipline yourself. You gotta tell yourself, what the fuck you doing, man? Fix up. And other times you have to, but also, almost forgot, another part of a major role of the father is also to instill confidence into the child. And I think that's another thing that we're lacking as well in today's society. Confident people. To see someone who's confident is like a rarity now. And I think that's due to maybe fathers being shit again. I feel like ideally, like, the whole role of the father is to kind of also get their child ready to be out in the world and to do shit. But I feel like lots of people are not ready for the world. Me included, I was not ready. Yeah. So yeah, you need to be able to do that for yourself. For me, I literally just, the way I practice this is that I use my inner dialogue as my inner father. Like, I try and speak to myself how I would want the ideal father to speak to me. So when I'm messing up and I can see repeating bad habits, I'll tell myself, you're better than this. This isn't what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing this, etc., etc. And then obviously when I'm doing something and I'm doing a good job at it, I tell myself, well done. This is good. You're doing good at this. Well done. I'm proud of you. And you can say it's cheesy, you can say it's corny, you can say it's cringe, whatever. But we as humans, we need this kind of push. Even if it comes from ourselves, we need it. We need to feel like someone's rooting for us, even if it's ourselves. Because without this figure, people turn to nihilism. Nothing matters. I don't care about anything anymore. And I might be reaching, but I'm sure some of this is due to the fact that they weren't given courage and they weren't given encouragement when they were younger. Because that's something that I definitely experienced as well when I was younger. I didn't, the ladies can't stop calling your boy. They can't stop. Where was I? You need to give yourself encouragement. Use your inner voice as your inner dad or your mum if you want to do that, whichever it is. You have to kind of have that kind of, that inner community. As fucking sad as this is, like, this sucks, but this is the life that we're in. This is the world we're in. You can't rely on people to help you out, so you need to help yourself out. Even if you've got to create a whole flipping diverse cast of characters in your brain that tell you different things at different times, if it benefits you to do that, you need to do it. And yeah, if you struggle with that, I guess you can use me in these videos as your inner voice. So here's a bit of that. You can do it. Go you. I believe in you. You're doing great. I love you. And I'll speak to you later. Alright.